Can I ask y'all something?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I was streaming yesterday on Twitch, right?
Right.
And we had a good discussion about this. I said, I'm gonna bring this to the podcast. I don't know what you guys think about this. Would you rather be blind or deaf?
Yo, honestly,
I'm trying to think which one's most likely to be fixed with some technology or some shit in the future.
Oh, hearing,
yeah.
hearing early, yeah. Seeing is like,
Yeah, I got
Okay, but like we're not. It's just like you gonna live the rest of your life.
honestly, this is like the question that you asked us, like, how would I rather die? Like, I just don't like talking about that shit. Like, check out some
No,
dark
but
ass
it's
questions,
going
bro.
somewhere. It's going somewhere. Like it's going somewhere.
I'd rather fucking fly. I'd rather, but then like, yo, I love music way too much, but then I love seeing things.
Now you could
know?
fucking feel the vibrations. No, I'd say
I'd rather not hear.
But I love
do I love hearing? Though?
Universe,
Yeah, it's
love
just-
it.
I
Hearing?
know Sheldon is making me do
5 out of 5 would recommend hearing.
Sheldon, you better be going somewhere, nigga.
Nah, bro. Okay. So fuck your answer. It doesn't really matter. It's
Why
just
would you ask me then, nigga? What the fuck?
Because that's how we got to this.
Y'all
So
like
then
chips?
we got to the discussion of like, how do blind people imagine shit?
Yo, what the fuck? Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
So it's like say you're born blind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do I explain to you what a car is? Like, how does I explain to you what it looks like?
The
Like,
imagination. That's what imagination is.
Nah, but you have
But
no
how-
reference
but-
though. Without any reference.
Yeah, you have no references though.
If you're born blind, yeah, that's something else.
Yeah, you know what
I
I'm
bet
saying?
they have fucking wild imaginations though. Just
Either way,
damn, that's kind of.
What's your question?
Yo,
Yo,
what
one
if
more
they-
time. One more
what if-
time.
Go ahead.
how do blind people imagine shit? Like, if you were born blind, how do you think, like, because, you know, I feel like if I close my eyes, I can still see things, right? I can still,
sure.
you know, have, images, visions, whatever.
course.
But like, if I was born blind, like, how
What
would
would
I,
that look
how would
like?
I
But the
imagine
thing,
shit? Like, how would I visualize shit?
okay, my answer before I read into
Damn, that's real.
anything.
We should actually ask the blind person.
Yeah, I think okay. Obviously, I know that when one of your senses is taken away, a lot of other things are like amplified or heightened. Yeah,
Yeah.
like so hearing and all that. So like textures and shit like that is all like I feel like they can
Amplified.
visualize something that they can just say, okay, this is a corner, this is sharp. What may that look like? You know what I mean? Like,
What does it feel like?
what does it feel like? I feel like I can touch something and start like thinking about like what it may seem, but I can't answer that obviously because I'm not blind and I've seen things before. So it's like I already have a reference point. But I feel like the mind is just so like it's, you know, I feel like there'd still be. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't know how to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
No, yeah, that's
You know,
a great
it's
question.
just-
It's a really good question.
I feel like they can
Yeah.
still I just can't explain it because I don't know how the human mind would do it, but I feel like with the senses and them being able to touch and feel shapes of things, they can feel like, or even someone saying, hey, this is orange, or describe this to me.
How do you describe a color though?
How do you
to someone who's
explain
never seen a
orange,
color?
though?
Huh?
How do you describe a color?
But that's what I'm saying. If someone's there to like explain shit to them, you can be like, yo, orange is this color of.
But how do you explain?
think of bright?
Explain a color right now. I tried.
Orange?
Someone asked me this before too. I can't. How do you fucking
Yeah.
explain red without saying red?
Orange is like when you open a fresh can of orange juice. Yeah, no, it's hard. It's really hard.
It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was stumped. I was like, damn, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, that's,
damn.
you know, because I feel like there are new creations. Like, there are like people who create characters, but do they probably reference something even subconsciously? You know what I mean? Like, we're looking at Basquiat paintings and it's like, yeah, a lot of these are like weird, like misshapen characters, but they kind of do still look like the prototype of a human. Like, there's still eyes, there's still mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
but if
yeah.
you just never had that,
So I found something.
you know what I'm saying?
I found something that someone's responding back saying like, "Wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I didn't know it worked. Awesome detail. So let's just read this and see what it's saying." But before that, I want to hear Sheldon. What do you think about that? Like, what do you think they see?
What you just asked us.
Oh, I don't know. I was stumped, and then I was just like, yo, I'm gonna, you know, talk through it with the guys because I really didn't. It didn't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't. I can't logically answer that question because
Nobody can, but like, well,
I
someone can, but like,
think.
you know.
I don't think I could. Like, so that's why I was like, I think I said I'd rather be blind because I love music, so I'm trying to hear music and shit. But
Jermaine, what do you think?
that would fuck me up if I couldn't like like what if you have a niece
yeah,
or something, and it's like, how am I explaining to you what what your niece looks like if you've never seen a human being ever in your life?
Yeah, you just have to wash your hands and put your hand on her face.
Yes.
What do you think?
But what?
The question.
Which one I'd rather lose?
No. Like, what's your first thought if you had to just say like,
how
what
do
you
black
think
people
they can
imagine
see
shit?
or
That's the
whatever?
question.
Oh shit, yeah, I don't know. I just imagine it like
I imagine it's impossible.
nothing I could even explain. Like not that I feel like you see.
But
like
then we're
something. Like you see like your own interpretation of it based off of I guess feeling.
Yeah,
the texture of shit and the shapes, and
that's what I'm thinking. And blind people can have like a good like imagination where it's like their imagination is stronger because they can't see things. So it's like, like picture it. You know what I mean? But are blind people able to imagine things? So people that are blind from birth have never had any input to their visual cortex, so they have no way of imagining how something looks. They can know so they can know the shape of how something like a ball, but they can't visualize the shape of a ball because it's part of the brain that has never been used. So we're kind of on something. Let's see. Okay. People that have been blind since birth were given the ability to see through some kind of surgery later on in life, or hold on.
Okay, that's something else.
People that have been blind since birth and so this is a thing, and we're given the ability to see through some kind of surgery later on in life, have a very difficult time identifying objects with just their eyes, and still have to physically touch it to know what it is. Yeah. So you can do that. That's
restore vision. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
You can show them a ball and put it to their brain that knows what a ball feels like. Does not associate with the part of the brain that's seeing a ball in front of them and knowing like, oh, that's a ball. So they only know what a sphere feels like, but not what it looks like. The brain has never had the chance to train itself to know what things look like, and they have to learn how to use they have to learn how to use their sight as a baby would from birth. That's kind of crazy, which can be extremely difficult for someone who's already learned to do most things without sight. Many still have to live their life as blind, having to go to feel and sound because their brains just don't know how to interpret what their eyes can now see.
Wasn't that a movie or some shit?
It kind of sounds.
I could imagine.
That's.
I think it was called The Eye or some shit. Some girls. I can't remember if she was born blind.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, that's some I forgot. It was a ghost story. Some stupid shit.
Someone said if they were blind from birth, no, they never experienced those things, and so they can't imagine it. I talked to a blind person, and they said the concept of color is so strange to them, but if they have experienced these things in the past, then yes, they can imagine it. They imagine how it feels, smells, tastes, or sounds. Colors don't feel the same, and taste, yeah. See, like, I feel like there's all your other heightened...
all the other senses are heightened?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just, bro, you never know. Yo, and that's like, we take our senses for granted, bro. Niggas don't really realize like how important all this shit is, bro. This shit is
when I have a stuffy nose, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it like. I'll never fucking what's the word? I'll never take for granted sleeping with my mouth closed.
Yeah.
Again.